welcome to another edition of Breakthrough with Olusegun Awe. On this program, we share with you information, insight, principle, idea, and process that you can use to have a breakthrough in life, succeed, and have a happier life. I'm glad to be part of this session with you again. Discussion today is about how to know yourself. How to know yourself. That's a Greek philosopher that says the greatest knowledge a man could have is the knowledge of himself. In other words, know thyself. When you know who you are, you will act accordingly. I believe that's one of the missing link in life of many people. If you know yourself, you will be able to arrive at your destination quicker than the level and or the state which you are now. In all your search for knowledge, I believe the greatest of knowledge is the knowledge of oneself, if the knowledge of who you are. Great leaders are self-aware. They know who they are and they maintain and continue to behave accordingly to who they are. They remain themselves. So I know many times people that would have said to you, why can't you be yourself? Or you yourself might have asked yourself the question, why am I constantly um, moving like a yo-yo? I'm here today, I'm there tomorrow, I'm doing this season, I'm doing that season, and everything seems not to be working out. What's going on? What's wrong with me? But the answer to your question are actually within you. The answer to your question are actually in you knowing who you are. Yes, nowadays we have modern technology, modern process, um, modern tools which we can use to search for information, search for knowledge outside of us. But many a time, and many people also, have not been able to look within themselves and find out who they are, first of all, before finding or trying to look for something outside themselves. It's not your fault. It is never taught in school. In fact, there are few schools of this kind of philosophy where you are encouraged to find out who you are. Without you knowing who you are unlikely to be effective in whatever that you do. Everything will look like a chance or a luck or a trial to you. You can even find it difficult because you might perceive or see yourself being like a square peg in a round hole. So, listen carefully to some of the insight and the idea that we're going to share in this session and apply it to your life so that you don't end up like the vast majority of people that are just going round and round and round in life and never arrive at their desired destination. Some say knowledge is power, but I say if knowledge is power, all the librarians should be rich because they are surrounded by knowledge. Knowledge is not power or by itself, application of knowledge. And the best application of knowledge starts with the knowledge of yourself. The greatest power you can ever have in this life is the knowledge of who you are. So being self-aware or knowing who you are, I believe is the greatest power in the world. Number one reason is because the knowledge of who you are will help you to utilize all the other knowledge which you acquire in life. You will be able to sift through the applicable knowledge or the necessary knowledge that will elevate you to the level which you want in life, or the state of mind or the state of emotion which you desire, because you know who you are. Self-awareness is powerful, and that is why I'm encouraging you to know who you are. When you are self-aware, you'll be able to ask yourself the following question: who am I? And you'll be able to answer the question that this is what I am. I am this person. My character is this way. My friends are this. My identity are this. You'll be able to answer yourself very candidly, and you'll be able to have consolation within yourself that you know who you are and nothing bothers you. How much you know about you, who you are, you'll be able to answer that question. Maybe you are just starting out. Maybe you are still on the discovery process. Maybe you are still finding out all the other good quality which you have. You are still finding other components which you are made up of. So finding who you are will help you to know all this. You will know about your personality, your temperament, your style. You will know how you communicate. When you know who you are, you will understand how you think, whether you think through problem or you feel through problems to find a solution, whether you panic, whether you stay calm during event or during situation. You will also be able to answer that: do you live issue with open-mindedness, or you make judgment immediately? You will be able to answer the question whether you are rational in your thinking or you are irrational. You'll be able to know how best you learn and how contrary your learning method has been. Whether you see things or you hear things better, or you touch things, you feel things, or you listen to things, listen to teaching. Maybe that's your preferred learning method, or how you perceive life generally, whether you're optimistic, whether you're pessimistic, whether you're pragmatic, whether you're laissez-faire, or whether you are competitive, or you are participatory, or whether you are supportive or indifferent. So knowing who you are will help you to um, classify yourself, categorize yourself. In fact, it will help you to have a clarity about your identity, so that you don't live in other people's shadow. You live in your own light and you shine. Self-awareness helps you to understand what makes you tick, what makes you fall apart, why you behave in a certain way, why you're unique, and why you're supposed to be unique. What is your strength, your weaknesses, opportunity, and the area that you need to grow. Self-awareness is important if you're going to succeed in life. It helps you to understand your sense of values and ethics. It helps you to understand your emotion when you are at your peak and when you are at your lowest. The support system you require to get you back to your peak, the kind of music, the kind of people you need to be around with. What drives you, what motivates you, kind of mentors you require in your life. Self-awareness is like a GPS system, because once you discover it, it will always help you to route your way to your destination without missing. Even when you miss your way, you will know that your GPS will reroute you. So also is self-awareness. Once you become self-aware, you will be able to reroute yourself back to the pathway to where you are supposed to be. Self-awareness is an aid to clarity. You know that you know when you are in the wrong path. Self-awareness helps you to recorrect, to reroute, to be clear about what you need to do. The next step or action that you need to take. Self-awareness helps you out in this area. Self-awareness helps you to discover your values. So what is a value? A value are what are dear to us most, what we count to matter. Values are very important if you're going to be self-aware. You need to have certain value and you need to hold on to those values to maintain your self-awareness. There are two types of values: the means value and the end values. The means value are value connected to our emotional needs, like money, like cars, like job, like big houses, like travels and holidays. These are means. And the end values are love, happiness, joy, friendship, marriage, security, achievement, fulfillment. These are end values. Many people pursue the means value at the expense of the end values. That's why when they have achieved, make the millions, have the big home, have the big cars, they realize that certain part of their life are still empty. They are not yet happy, even though there's so much money in the bank, big house. There is no marriage. The marriage is it's not there. There's no home. There's a difference between a house and a home. The home is a means, and the house is a means where home is the end to the means. Security. Some people, despite the fact they have everything, they are still fearful. There's no confidence. So you need to discover who you are so that you are not only pursuing the means value, you are also acquiring or fulfilling or attaining or achieving the end values along the way. Don't pursue the means value alone, pursue the end value as well. So what makes this all knowing thyself, what makes it come together? What gel it together? What keep it together for you? What makes you to maintain? What helps you to maintain the knowledge that you have about yourself? I believe the key is accountability. Because once you've discovered yourself, you also need to be accountable. You become accountable for your action and your inaction. Once you have discovered yourself, you become responsible for maintaining your values, for improving on your values, for pursuing the right values. That is what makes knowing yourself better and greater. You take responsibility for whatever happened. You take responsibility for whatever challenges that you find yourself. You take responsibility for pursuing and attaining whatever that you desire after knowing thyself. You take responsibility in standing against challenges that come against you. That's what makes knowing yourself better and stronger. May I at this point share with you some of the 12 values that you can emulate that will make your life a different going forward from this point. The first value I want to share with you is patience. To be in the knowledge of yourself, you need to find out for yourself how patient are you? How patient are you? The more patient you are, the better you will become. Because some things in life cannot be hurried. You need to value patience. You need to value a time when things are not going your way. So you need to value patience. Number two, humility. Humility someone said, is the absence of pride. That is, you become humble. Be willing to learn from people. Be willing to say sorry. Be willing uh, to to pursue wisdom. Be willing to say you don't know something. Be willing to say no. It's humility. Humility is very vital if you're really going to discover the best of yourself. If you're really going to know the original nature of you, you need to pursue the value of humility. Forgiveness. You need to pursue this value. It is vital. Bearing grudge cannot make you better. You need to pursue forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go and letting people go. Letting yourself and forgiving yourself as well. Forgiveness is erasing the mistake of others and also erasing your own mistake. It's not ignoring the mistakes. There's a difference between erasing and ignoring. When you're going to erase a mistake, you already acknowledge that there's a mistake and you wipe it out. You put it behind you. You forgive yourself for your mistake and you forgive others. Forgiveness is a good value to pursue. Integrity. Integrity is a child of character. You need to maintain integrity. That is, if you stand for a yes, let it be your yes. If you stand for a no, let it be a no. There will be occasions where you need to say yes and be yes, and there will be occasions you will say outright no. So essentially, you need to maintain integrity in that aspect of your life. Conscientiousness, that is, you are mindful. You allow your conscience to be your guide. Your conscience is very important. It is in place to guide you in making decisions. Conscientiousness is vital value which you need to pursue. Trust and honesty. You need to trust people and people need to trust you. Honesty is, they said, is the best policy. You need to be honest in all your dealing. Don't cheat anyone and don't be cheated. It's a good value to pursue. Excellence. Excellence is being better and better at things that you do or the or in your nature, in terms of your work, in terms of your creativity, in terms of your involvement, in terms of your ability. Becoming excellent is becoming better and better than the way you are. Excellence is a good virtue to pursue. You need to pursue excellency. Love is the key to all things. If there is no love in what you're doing, if you don't love in involving in something, if you don't love, then there will be hate. And there's no place for hatred if you're going to be the best of yourself. If you want to have a breakthrough in life, you need to avoid hate and love all. Love is very important. Love is one of the greatest force in the world that unites all of us. You need to pursue love and compassion. Compassion is your feeling for others. You need to have compassion. Fairness and justice. Fairness and justice are very vital value to pursue. You need to be fair. It's not all about you all the time. It should be about others as well. You need to correct the wrong when wrong is being done. You need to help to uphold fairness and justice wherever you find yourself. This is a very vital value which you can pursue. Dependability and reliability. Are you dependable? Are you when you promise? Do you fulfill that promises? No matter what the consequence is, do you fulfill your promises? Your vow? Do you fulfill your vow? So this is a value which you can pursue, and you become a better you. Generosity is giving without expecting to receive back. You need to have pursue this value to become a better you. Generosity, because what you sow you shall reap. When you sow goodness in the life of people, blessing will come for you too. There is always an harvest. There's always an harvest for everything that you do. Commitment. Commitment is sticking by your agreement till the end. It is vital that you pursue this value when you commit to somebody, your marriage, your relationship, your work, your business, your contract. Make sure you did the work till the end. So, as you have heard about this now, how do you improve on yourself? How do you take stock? How do you evaluate of yourself? I'm going to give you these four keys to use and continue to measure yourself as you continue your journey towards success and breakthrough. Number one, you need to find out what is working. What is working in the area of your patience, humility, forgiveness, integrity, conscientiousness, trust and honesty, excellency, generosity, commitment, fairness. You'll find out what is working. If it's not broken, don't mend it. So you focus on things that are not working and you fix them or improve on them. What need to be activated more? What do you need to do more of? Whether it's generosity, whether it's commitment, whether it's honesty, whether it's truth, whether it's patience, whether it's reliability, you can improve on whatever that need to be improved on. And what do you need to change in your life in order for you to reach your goal? What do you need to change? What do you do? What position do you want to attain? What state of mind, happiness do you want to attract? You need to be able to clarify on those things. And lastly, you need to have an image of the destination, because if you don't know where you are going, you will end up where you are not meant to. You need to have a precise destination of where you want to be. I want to just thank you for being part of this session. I hope what has been shared with you is very insightful. Please subscribe to my page on Facebook and subscribe also to my YouTube page, and go to my website also to register for free 30 minutes coaching session. I hope to be with you again, and I want to thank you for watching this session, and I wish you the best. Live life with love. Be the best that you can in life, and impact others. Thank you.